Hi, this is Justin reporting from UCL, University College London in central London. We are here to have a pre-departure briefing, which is about what to expect when we go to China, what we need to do, what we shouldn't be doing. We are here with more than 50 students from different universities, most of them from London. Now we are here to give an interview for future candidates who will be going to the same program. Thank you very much for agreeing to give me this short interview. First of all, where are you going, please?
I'm going to Hangzhou.
Okay, and yourself, sir?
And I'm going to go with the students to Beijing.
Okay, thank you. How many times have you been to Beijing or China altogether?
I've been to China twice before, to Shanghai only. So this is my first time in Beijing.
Thank you. And yourself, Helen?
I've never been to China.
Fine, okay. On behalf of all the students who are going to Beijing, we are really grateful for giving us the opportunity to go and visit China. It will be a great experience for all of us. Is there anything you want to say for this cohort, people who are going to China for this time?
I'd like to say thanks for your commitment, thanks for your personal input. Everyone's put their own money into this as well as the government funding, and just have a great time and tell us all about it afterwards.
Okay, thank you. And yourself?
I think I'm quite excited about going because I've never been, so I sort of feel like I'm in the same boat as a lot of the students. And the ones I've met seem really enthusiastic and excited, so hopefully the atmosphere will be really quite exciting when we're all out there. So yeah, just have a great time and enjoy it.
Thank you. Now, is there anything you want to say for the people who are applying now for the summer program? And we will be interested to know if you've got more applicants this time round for people who are going to join the summer program.
Yeah, good question. The number of applicants was actually slightly less for the Easter programme, and what I've heard through the grapevine is that people are hanging out for the summer programme because they want to go to Shanghai to see the expo. So we think it's going to be more competitive for the summer programme. So good luck with your application for the summer programme. If you're not lucky, don't be put off. Apply again for next Easter. It's just keep trying until you get there.
Thank you. What about the selection process?
Yeah, what we do, we've got the online application form which everyone's seen and filled in, and we've got a website, a web page that talks about the selection criteria, what we're looking for. And as we started to receive the applications and we read through what people had written, we saw similarities, things that come up every time. So we've managed to work out a tick list to simplify it, because sometimes we get 1,300 applications. I can't read them all myself. So we take on we take on some temporary staff for the duration, and we want everyone scoring in exactly the same way, because otherwise it would be unfair. Some people are more strict than others. So we've got a tick list for our scorers, and they just basically they go through and they tick and score. So each application gets a numerical score. Then we just pick the highest, 200.
Do you think, for instance, the quality of candidates is getting better, or you're struggling to have an easy selection?
It's difficult to say. I think the candidates we've sent have all been very good. They're all really enthusiastic. They're really interested in learning more about China. It's possible that we're sort of, after a while, we'll exhaust the supply of people interested and suitable, but we've not reached that stage so far. I think every year there are new people going to university, so yeah, not been a problem so far.
Thank you. Do you keep in touch with former alumni of Study China program, and what other additional program will follow after people join to China?
Yeah, we do. We keep in touch with our alumni quite closely. As I say, we send them all questionnaires and surveys to try and find out how well they've done. And we've run a Facebook group for our alumni. So we've got quite a few hundred members. People join the Facebook group voluntarily. And then as we find out about other opportunities, we tell our alumni through the Facebook group. Like companies occasionally, if they're trying to recruit people, they discover our website and they email us and say, have you got any suitable alumni? So I just pop the job advert out to the alumni group. At the moment, we've just had news of some scholarships that the Chinese government are providing for people to study in China. So we sent out the scholarship application forms to the alumni group. So it's a really useful pool of people that are going to be interested in Chinese stuff. So if if there are any opportunities that are suitable, our alumni are really the ideal people for that.
Thank you. Now, in terms of the organisers, from the part of the government, who is actually responsible for organising this or for sponsoring Study China program?
It's BIS, the Department of Business, Innovation and Skills. It's the Department for Higher Education, basically. It's the same people who actually fund the universities. They're the ones who've got the money allocated for this. It's BIS for the English universities. It's the Department of Education in Scotland, and for the people in Northern Ireland, it's the Department for Education and Learning. They're the different government departments that hold money for this programme.
Thank you. In terms of discrepancies between universities in terms of supporting the students who are attending the Study China program, is there any way to have like a uniform system whereby all universities act in the same way? Or to add to that question, have you been in a situation where students had to pull out of the program after being successful because of finance?
Yeah, very good question. We are really reliant on universities for publicity and for support for their students. In the first instance, we publicised the programme by telling universities about it, and some universities spend more time and effort on the publicity than others. Like Coventry University do a fantastic job. We get huge numbers of applicants, huge numbers of successful applicants from Coventry. Loughborough University, we were just it seemed like today everyone we were chatting to was from Loughborough. Other universities don't spend much time publicising the programme. There are big major universities in the country where we just never get any applicants. I wouldn't like to mention their names to embarrass them, but there was one university in the West Country. Every year I'd phone them up and they would refuse to even take part. So their students just didn't get a chance. And the same goes with funding. Some universities actually pay everything for their students. They pay their flights, they pay for the visa, they put them on the travel insurance, on the corporate travel insurance. Other universities don't really provide a great deal. There are other ways to get funding for the programme, like external organisations, local councils. I think the BBC in Hull once sponsored a student in exchange for an article for their magazine or something. So people can get funding in other ways, but yeah, there are a lot of people that drop out simply because they can't get the money together for their flights. Unfortunately, it's sad news.
Thank you very much. Justin reporting from Central London. Thank you.
Yeah, let's have one.